Excuse the hair. I just finished a gym session. Uh, I know I haven't made a video in a very, very long time. I lived. I had a lot of life experience happen. I um, I fell in love with a girl, as you guys know in the last video. We lived together uh, for a year. So much happened. It was very, very explosive. It was intimate. It was strong, it was powerful. I grew a lot from it. I learned a lot about myself, about relationships, about life. um I don't know, and it's like newfound knowledge. It made me stronger. It's in a sense of like how when I asked God 2 summers ago, and I said, uh I want to be stronger, I want to be more powerful. And what God did was he broke me multiple times. First with the money, debt, struggling with financial stuff, sorting that side out. And then he put me in a relationship that was so powerful and mystical and just, uh, and then that broke as well. And I was really down for a while, but I don't know how to describe it. Like it made me stronger in a sense as well. The light went out again. Before I get into the most of it, I started doing calisthenics this summer. I really want to get into it. I don't know why, it just caught my attention. Like doing like muscle ups and handstands. When you like when you can when you work with your own body weight, it's a different level. For many years, I was so used to like doing compound movements. Like bench press, weighted pull-ups, weighted dips, squats, and I built up a foundation. But I realized over time I wasn't growing and I wasn't getting stronger in any way. Now I started doing muscle ups, and obviously it's not like perfect form. I'm using a lot of my knees to like kip and stuff. But I'll tell you what, I've never felt uh so much pain before, but it's like good pain. Like when you like wake up and you have like wrist pain and like lat pain and like back pain. I haven't felt that in so long, probably years, because my body was so used to doing the same thing over and over, just lots of pull-ups and weighted pull-ups and lat pull downs. This is something completely new. So I've been doing it every day. The only thing is my palms, so I have chalk on it, and see it's getting like really like ripped apart. That's the only thing. It's like my back has the strength and wants to do more, but my palms give in. So I started using a lot of chalk, and I also got like these wraps. So they're called like palm or wrist wraps. So you like put them on your hands and you like wrap it up and it becomes like tighter. And that's helping me do the muscle ups. So I've been doing it every day for like 9 days now. And at the start, I could only do like one with like really bad form, and that's it. And everything was burning. And now I can do 4 consistently. And I do like 4, like, I don't know, like 6 sets. So I'll do like 4 and then I'll rest and do like some skipping, explosive skipping, like double unders, double under crossovers, boxer jumps. And then I'll go back to do more muscle ups, and I'll keep doing that over and over, along with dips, body weight dips, like 20 reps. And this is the thing, like I realized, like mixing things is how you not only build your body but get the strongest, in my opinion. So being good at the foundation, the push-ups, bench press, dips, pull-ups, squats, but then implementing other things like muscle ups, planche, uh, handstands, like walking on your hands. Another thing is, we grew up, right, only being on our feet. We forgot what it's like to use our hands, and it's like unlocking a new ability. Like I seen this video the other day. I'm going way off topic now, but I seen this video the other day as well. This kind of links to that. we have been in shoes all the time, and yes, fair enough, because nowadays there's like we can get like bacteria, and there's things on the floor that could cut our feet if we walk around barefoot all day, right? Like needles or glass or something. Whereas before, like ancient I don't know, like men, what are they called, Neanderthals, they only had to worry about like twigs and dirt and stuff and water and mud. But we have like things that can like lead to death, so we don't use our feet. But like walking around barefoot changes your entire posture. Your arches get stronger, your lower back, your knees, like the pain stops in like different types around your body that you didn't even know did. um I went so off topic. I don't even know what I made this video about. Right. um Cleaning your room, step one. This is what the video is about. So when I broke up with this girl who I learned a lot from, and when I make some videos now, because I'm feeling the videos again, and I'm feeling like coming back to myself, I noticed it's like we give up on ourselves when something bad happens. It's like, for me anyway, I noticed myself, I go into a bad habit of just everything around me, the present moment, my surroundings, not being what the best version of myself would do. Like I leave my room dirty like all week, and I say to myself, I'm just gonna do it tomorrow when I feel better, or I'm not so tired. And it's like I keep putting things off, or not shaving my face, and I'm like, oh, I'll just do it when I feel like it, you know. And it's like giving up on yourself in these little moments. And I noticed when, instead of feeling sorry for myself and thinking like everything I did wrong, everything I could have done better, if I just create heaven on earth, right? Because heaven and hell is not after you die, it's right now in the present moment. That's all there is, just right now. So if like I put on some really cool, funny songs, like music, right, and I get like a vibe from it, and I start dancing to myself and like looking in the mirror and saying like, I love you, right? You look in the mirror and you like talk to yourself and say, I love you, and you'll be fine and everything's okay. And you just clean your room. And I notice while I'm cleaning my room, other things will pop into my mind. Like as I'm doing, like, let's say hoovering, I'll be like, hey, I better wipe down the surfaces as well. And then when I wipe down the surfaces, I'm like, right, my room is really clean now, but there's all that laundry over there which I put off as well. Let me do that as well. And then after the laundry, I'm like, you know what, I should cook a really good meal right now, because I went to the gym, I cleaned, and I need to eat good as well. Do you see? It's like a chain reaction. So you could fall into hell, right? Hell of a chain reaction, thinking like, oh, nothing is good, I hate my life, I'm not good. And then that leads you down a rabbit hole, right? What will that lead to? Probably, I don't know, sitting on the bed thinking all day, not going outside, watching porn, masturbating, doing like things that you know is destructive. Or you could clean your room, wash your clothes, wipe down the surfaces, make a really nice meal, go to the gym, walk outside, talk to people, and it's like it all depends on you. Like especially today, I'll give this example. I met this girl, right? So me and my ex-girlfriend, we broke up like, I'd say 2 months now, and you know, I was down, I won't lie. But like I said, after putting myself in that mindset again of growing and trying to become better, I've noticed myself noticing things more. So you know how I said I start, one sec, let me relight this. So you know how I said I started getting into calisthenics and I wanted to do handstands and pull-ups and stuff. Now there was this girl at the gym today. She's not my usual type, right? She's not like a really like slim, feminine, like, I don't know, like Marilyn Monroe, like Audrey Hepburn, like you know, like that raw feminine energy. But she wasn't like overweight or ugly or anything. And I'm not like just saying like I talked to her based on looks. It was energy. I noticed her as she walked in. She was wearing like jeans, like tight jeans, like the short ones. And I was like, that's a bit weird. So that made me, that caught my attention. And then I saw her doing like push-ups on the floor and then going straight to like leg extensions, and I was thinking like, that's a bit weird. She doesn't really have a plan. She's just doing what she enjoys, and I like that energy about her. And then I noticed she went into the studio and started doing like handstands and like acrobatic flips and stuff. So I went in the studio and I started doing like skipping, because I was doing muscle ups and I started doing skipping. And I don't know, but there was like this pull towards me. So as she was leaving, I said, excuse me, I don't want to bother you, but how long did that take you to work up to that? Because I started doing calisthenics as well, and that's really interesting. And then she seemed curious, because maybe it's because I didn't go in there wanting anything from her. I was just curious, and I was like playful. And I'm not saying this because it's like a big thing, or it's like I'm trying to like get with someone right now. Actually, I don't want anyone right now. No girlfriend, nothing. I'm just trying to build myself. I'm just explaining that when I got out of my own head, when I wasn't in my head all the time like I was more in the moment. I could focus on things. Like I thought like, hey, I want to do calisthenics and muscle ups and handstands, and that girl, she does it so easily. Let me go ask her. She seems really friendly anyway. So I go, and there was a moment when, it wasn't just a moment. I was talking to her maybe for like 10 minutes, 15, but I completely forgot about everything else, about my ex-girlfriend, about bills. I was just in the moment with her, and she felt that energy. She felt that I didn't want anything from her, and it was just like playful, fun, and confident. So I was showing her, and I said like, excuse me, do you have some time? And she said, yeah. And then I showed her how I do my handstands, like all the way, I crawl backwards on the wall, chest to the wall. And I said like, but I get some wrist pain sometimes. And then she touched my hands and wrists and says like, where? Do you feel it there? And she said like, and I said like, yeah. And I said like, how did you know? And she said, because I'm studying like holistic medicine and like remedies and all this stuff. And I'm not going to explain the whole story, but basically, long story short, there was just like chemistry, a vibe. And she actually asked me and offered to grab her socials. She was like, why don't you add me? And then we can do this together. We can try together. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. She was showing me like yoga poses and stuff. She was saying like, your wrist pain and your lower back pain might be because you don't stretch. And then she went on the floor and did this thing where she like pulls her legs backwards, and instead of just standing there and being all awkward or shy, I was like, you know what, she's going out of her way to show me something. I'm gonna try as well. So I went down on the floor next to her and I started doing the same thing, and I noticed that really lightened the mood even more, because this is what I mean. Like, if I was in my head like I was before, like a month ago, I wouldn't have even talked to her. 2, even if I did, I would not have been that playful or curious about her. And it was just like, I think that's what life is about. I think it's taking the pain, taking the experience, and instead of like identifying with it and saying like, this is who I am now and everything sucks, I can think to myself like, I've had worse. I've lived through that, and this is not that bad. I'm just talking to someone new. Like, what's the worst that can happen? She ignores me or is rude. I'm like, yeah, all right, what? So what? I go home and I still have to pay the debt. I still have to think about the ex. So like, who cares? Like the thought of someone being rude or not wanting to talk to me doesn't compare to what happened before. So it can make you stronger. It's just, it depends how you look at it. But yeah, the video is going to get too long. Basically, this is just like a welcome back video. Like I'm gonna return. I need to make a return because I love making these videos. I love just expressing myself and just saying what's on my mind. So yeah, step 1, clean your room, your surroundings. I mean, I think Jordan Peterson made a video about that as well, but like, uh, your space, who you are inside your own bubble, is how you will react and how you will see the world. So if everything around you is clean and you're there for yourself in the small things and the daily habits, then it will transfer into real life, and you'll just see. You'll see. Just open the world and let the world in, and everything's going to change.